to make a TTC. It's about 11:37 at night, and I'm home, as you can see. I just wanted to check in and let you ladies know that my hands are super ashy. That I'm doing okay. I'm okay, but I'm not okay. I've had a lot of discussion with different people who've been like checking in on me, and the good news is I think God knew what He was doing by giving me that trip unexpectedly. It was a very good distraction. I got a cat that just jumped up here on the bed. Here she comes. It was a very good distraction. Hi, Sky. And needed. I'm not going to say I wasn't in a good place, but I was definitely sad. I'm still sad. As I mentioned in the previous video, that that embryo was a girl, so that sort of makes it a little bit harder for me knowing that I lost a girl. But I have a lot of important decisions to make. Considering that was my strongest embryo, I don't have a lot of hope for my other embryo, which is not as strong. I really don't. Maybe I can be in a better situation stress-wise. And that one can still go. But to be honest, I don't have a lot of hope for that one. I am operating as if I will definitely be doing another retrieval. As far as I know right now, the transfer of the other embryo will likely not happen this year, which means no chance of me getting pregnant by the end of this year. So much for Baby or Bust 2018. I'll have to extend that to Baby or Bust 2019. But, I think 2019 will usher in a lot of new. Since I'm pretty much expecting to be doing another retrieval, I've just ordered some new supplements. I literally just ordered them. So they'll be here over the next few days. I ordered a new prenatal, a whole food prenatal that is using folate instead of folic acid. Because I'm focusing, again, I'm refocusing on egg quality and mitochondrial support. So I've been reading a lot about certain antioxidants combined with folic acid or folate in studies having good results for increasing egg quality. So I'm changing my prenatal for that reason. Also, the prenatal that I've been on has had omega-3s and DHA, but now I'm going to take a separate fish oil omega-3 fatty acid supplement to get more of that. Also, I'm kind of looking at what I ordered. I'm adding myo-inositol. I've been seeing that for a while for mitochondrial support, so I'm adding that. I'm also adding the L-arginine or arginine, however you pronounce that. I'm adding that as well. I'm also adding alpha lipoic acid. And I think that's it. I spent over $300 on supplements. But I was reordering my CoQ10. I was reordering my magnesium. They're like months worth, right? So it's not just 1 month. It's actually multiple months. Some of these are like 3 months worth. Some are like 2 months worth of supplements. So I'm doing that. So we're actually in the middle of like open enrollment at my job. So I'm trying to make sure that my fertility benefits are not incredibly changed. I know there will still be some benefit there because it's mandated by the state, but I just want to make sure I'm aware of what that coverage is instead of being like surprised by it for next year. So I'm trying to get that information. That's difficult. Mostly I'm just tired. I'm tired. I flew in. I didn't get home till after 2 a.m. Then I had to be up and work all day. I had a nap earlier. And I'm like tired again. As far as, my next steps, a part of me feels like I just want to get this next transfer done, whatever that means. And then sort of have this clean slate. Once I'm past that transfer, I'll have a clean slate for my next retrieval. And I can decide if I want to move to another RE or not. I know there's a lot of drama with the RE that I have. And I feel like now just walking into his office is just a stressful situation because of all I've been through. So I am weighing the scales of what's more stressful, sticking with him or the uncertainty of a new clinic and all that comes with that. I'm still weighing that. But in the meantime, between time, since a retrieval's not happening at the end of this year, I think the least I can do is compile my information that I have and take a few consults. I think that's what I want to do with my time between now and the end of the year. Just try to see if I can take a few consults here. I have a friend, a doctor friend, who has a friend. I'll be asking her for her friend's name and see, if she takes my insurance, if I can find her, and then look for a few other clinics, evaluate them on the START website for their statistics, and see if they're worth my time. So I think that's what I'll be doing with my time. I'll just be taking these new supplements, refocusing myself on keto, because I haven't been keto, like, at all. I don't even want to tell you where my weight is right now. But I know that can, if I get back on the ball, that will drop down. But I'm exhausted. There's a lot that sort of flows through you emotionally in this journey, and this journey's hard, and trying to be a single mom by choice is even, so it's really hard because you sort of mourn this vision you had of building your family. Um, that's not happening if this wasn't your plan A. Like, for some women, they never wanted to be in relationships. They're sort of asexual that way, but they want to be moms. So this is kind of plan A for them. This is not my plan A. So, I feel like, okay, I gave up my plan A to do it this way. 3 IUIs, 2 home inseminations, 2 IVF retrievals. At this point, today's the 15th. Tomorrow will be officially, I think, 18 months on this journey. I think you kind of get to, you work your way, you build your way up to IVF. You kind of get to it, and you think this has got to be the answer. And then you realize then it doesn't work. And then you start to reevaluate. What am I doing with my life, with my money, with my emotions? Is this what I should be doing? With all the drama with the doctor, all the drama with insurance, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this much of a fight to try to get these things done. Is God trying to tell me something that I'm not listening to? And this is what I get for it. I don't know. It's like you make plans for yourself, you make plans for your life, and none of it works out. I've accepted the fact that this was a negative. I'm in acceptance. I think the disappointment of it hasn't passed me yet, and that's sort of kept me in like this limbo of moving forward, but one foot in the past and dwelling. And kind of being by myself makes that a little harder to do. But I appreciate you all. You all here on YouTube and on Instagram. I appreciate you all, because I don't know that I would have the strength to go through this by myself without this community. I don't know that I would have the strength to do it. And I've been met with a lot of disappointment in life. But I'm also not accustomed to failure when I work really hard. So that does something to me. That does something to me. I worked this hard to get this far, and it doesn't work. And that is a whole other level of disappointment. And maybe that's my lesson. I need to learn how to fail. But I've had failures in my life. I've had failed relationships. Maybe the relationships weren't as important to me. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of this. I'm trying to find silver lining. I haven't found the silver lining yet. In any of this, I've not found my silver lining. I'm sure it's there. I, I've yet to see it. So, as of right now, I'm okay. I still have my moments. If I think about where I am, how to move forward, whether to go with this doctor or another doctor, my actual thoughts and feelings about the situation, whether I should move forward or not, I do find myself in a place that's incredibly sad, because we do all of this for a big, huge maybe. And I still have my appointment with the RE, I guess, to talk about why it didn't work. I'll give you my predictions on how it'll go. First, he'll mention my weight. Then he'll mention my age. I think those are the two easy answers as to why it didn't work. But that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear an apology. I want to hear an apology for the added stress that he caused. I don't think I'll get it. I don't think I'll get it. I don't think he will think much of what he's done. And, you know, a part of me wanted this to work so that I could give him the peace of my mind and he not feel like I came at him because it didn't work. I don't want him to feel like I came at him or decided to step away from him because it didn't work. That's not why. I'm not blaming you for why it didn't work. But I am blaming you for adding complication. So, I mean, there's a number of things that could have happened differently. There's blood work that could have been taken that he didn't take. There's things he could have tested me for that he's never tested me for. I guess I'm just more interested in what he plans to do differently aside from a medicated transfer, which I've never been against a medicated transfer. But aside from that, what do you plan to do differently? I don't know. He asked me repeatedly if I wanted to transfer both embryos. That's not even standard to transfer 2 PGS normal embryos. Why he felt like I should transfer them both, I don't know. I don't know. I will say this. I've been saying, I don't know if I've been saying it on video, but I've been telling people that my cat had been extra clingy during this 2-week wait. And around the time that the cramping started, I noticed she was not as clingy. As a matter of fact, she wasn't even hanging out here in the room with me. She was hanging out in the living room. So, like, right now, she's kind of here. She's on the bed over here. She was kind of up here, sort of on my lap. But, I don't know. I almost wonder if maybe there was some sort of attempt at implantation that my body rejected, and that's why I bled through the progesterone. I don't know. I don't know. But now that I'm not on progesterone, I am still bleeding. I don't even know what to consider cycle day 1. I don't know how long this bleeding will go. It's not horrible. I'm not cramping, but I am still bleeding. So this will probably be a longer than usual bleeding cycle. But I don't know what'll happen a few days after progesterone. The last time I took progesterone was the morning, Tuesday morning. So it's now Thursday evening. So I'm not sure how that will pan out, but we'll just have to see. But as of right now, I'm just gonna do some more things around the house. You know, focus on these new supplements, trying to get back to keto, enjoying myself at my high school reunion, not this weekend, but next weekend. And, you know, spending the time catching up, you know, with work and just enjoying my time off for the rest of the year. Maybe now that I'm not pregnant, I can plan something since I'm off the last 2 weeks of the year. Maybe I'll see if I can't get on like a short cruise or something like that and just go somewhere and be away for a while. I don't know. I have to see what to do with my life. Yeah, that's where I am. I'm sorry I rambled on for like 20 minutes, but I just felt like, you know, I know a lot of people have been concerned because I haven't really posted on Instagram, and at this point, the few videos that I have posted, they're late, and I haven't responded to any comments on any of them. And I guess trying to post these videos, I'm sort of reliving the drama prior to this transfer, and I am really seeing just how affected I've been, and it's time for a change. What and when that change will be, I still have to work out. But I don't want to waste any time on this process. So, I think right now, I'm just going to look for these clinics and see who works out best, make some phone calls, see how soon I can get in for consults, and work on that. This was a boring video, not a whole lot going on. Thanks for rocking with me if you've stayed to the end. Sticky baby, that's to all those TTC. Bye.